Our case study that we did was for Mary Turner. I'm sure you guys heard this in the video, but she is low socioeconomic status. She's below the poverty line. She has a family of 5, so obviously she struggles to meet physical activity recommendations. So I'm going to go over social structural factors in relation to physical activity for Mary's situation. The first factor is social class. Prevalence of inactivity is highest among participants of lower social class. So obviously Mary is at higher risk of being physically inactive. Gender is typically found that males are more active than females, so that also puts Mary at risk. Race/ethnicity, Caucasians are typically found to participate in more physical activity compared to minorities, so that's something that Mary has going for her. Age, Mary's 45, and it's shown as you get older and deal more with physical disabilities, like Mary's heart problems and arthritis, it's harder to participate in physical activity. And another factor is physical ability/disability. Mary's heart problem may make it unsafe for her to be physically active, and she may tire quickly. 2 other factors are social mobility and discrimination. As far as social mobility, Mary's family is likely not going to move up in the social class system. Her and her husband's medical expenses are probably very high, and Mary lacks the education to get a job that will help her become socially mobile. Her poverty is likely going to be an endless cycle, and she may find it difficult to be in an environment that's conducive to physical activity. As far as discrimination, there are a lot of policies or practices in our society that set up to favor the higher class rankings rather than the lower class. For example, healthcare expensive that are nearly impossible to afford, expensive gym memberships, and something as simple as having a park in a nicer part of town versus in a part of town with a lower class. 3 other factors are family, education, and work. For Mary's family, if the people around you are not physically active, then you will likely also not be physically active. Mary's husband is disabled, and kids are not able to participate in sports at school. Therefore, she likely does not see physical activity as part of her or her family's life. As far as education, Mary did not graduate high school. She cannot afford to take the GED. In our society, in most cases, to get a high-paying job, you need to get a college education. This lack of education results in not a lot of money for Mary and her family, not enough adequate food for physical activity, and she's not in an area conducive to physical activity. Work, Mary receives some physical activity by walking or biking to her volunteer position and walking or biking to the store, and a lot of times she'll be on her feet helping out at the Flint Hills Discovery Center, but besides that, she does not get very much physical activity.